Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today we're going to go over a camera from UcFer. This is their Mars Pro indoor security camera. It's a 1080p video camera with smart tracking. It's built in to work with Amazon Alexa, and it also has a ton of other features that we will go over. You can pick it up on Amazon at the time of this review for $59, and I'll have that link in the description below as usual, where you guys can check it out. Now, is it worth your money? Well, we're going to dig into it real quickly and check it out, so stay tuned. Okay, so this is the Mars Pro by UcFer, and it is a 1080p Wi-Fi camera, 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi only, not 5 gigahertz. I kind of wish they had switched over to 5 gigahertz, or at least enabled it. I think some of these cameras now that are coming out on the market should be set up to be used by 5 gigahertz, so that's kind of a letdown, but not that big of a deal. It does H.265, a 1080p full HD video, pan and tilt up to 355 degrees, two-way talking, of course, smart tracking, which is very nice. There's a privacy mask built into this as well for people that are concerned with privacy, Wi-Fi connection, as we mentioned, and microSD card slot. So let's get everything out of the box. Once I get everything out of the box, I'll be right back to show you some more features. Once you get this out of the box, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the camera itself, of course, and then some documentation here. This is kind of just a user guide. It's written in English, and it's well laid out. It shows you button assignments on the camera itself and ports, what's supposed to be in the package itself, and a few other startup tips. We'll go over some of that in this video, but hold on to that just in case you need it. Now, you're going to use a power brick to have this plugged in. It has to be plugged in at all times. It's a standard AC to USB power brick, and this, because the camera itself does not have a battery, so it will have to be plugged in at all time. They give you some mounting hardware as well in case you want to mount this to a ceiling or to a wall, which is actually pretty nice depending on what angle you need to get in your house. And of course, they give a charging cable, which is a standard USB to microUSB, and is 10 feet long, which is really great that they don't give you a short cable for your power in case you need to route this from an outlet nearby. Everything set up on the camera side by plugging it in. You're going to want to get the UcFer app. You can scan that QR code and get that. And once you have that, initially it will ask you for to set up an account. You can use your email address and make up whatever password that you want to. And then you're going to want to hit this plus button at the top right hand corner, and it's going to ask me if I want to allow a UcFer to take photos and record video. So we're going to say yes. Now it's going to ask me to scan the QR code of the device. It's located on the bottom of the device, as you can see right here. Super simple, easy to do, not behind the camera, but easy to do in general. Once it gets in scanning range, it will scan. As you can see, no problems right there. Now it brings up several different cameras. We have the Mars Pro. There's also the Venus Pro, Floodlight, Mars 2, IBC Other, and Jupiter Station hubs. Those are other products that you can add through this app. Of course, we want to stick with the Mars Pro, so we're going to select that. It says connect your power cable. I've already done that. There's a little LED light underneath that shows me that I'm ready to go, so I'm going to go to next. Now, it doesn't work with the 5G, so I'm going to have to switch my network on the phone over to the 2.4 gigahertz network, and then it will ask you for the password to the network, and once you enter that, then it will send that information to the camera, and it should hook it up to your network. No problems whatsoever, as you're going to see here in just a second. So other than that, while I'm doing this, we're going to also speak about Amazon Alexa integration. If you have something like an Echo Show or a TV that has Amazon features, you can actually port your video out to your TV or your Echo Show. That works very, very well. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those here to test with. There are other things that we can do as well. This is a 1080p 2 megapixel camera built into this, night vision up to 10 meters. Your frame rate is going to be at about 30 frames per second, and there is a 16 times digital zoom on this as well. So now the green light is flashing and I tell it to continue on here. Very simple and easy process to set this up. It's going to make some noises and you hold it up to the camera's microphone itself, and that is sending the information from your Wi-Fi name and password to the camera and uploading it to the camera so that it can connect to the router, and it does. And now you can enhance your security here by setting a device password. So it's going to ask you to put in a default password that you want to make up to set up some extra layer of security there for the camera itself. Once you have completed that, and here's one thing, if you make it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's going to say that it's too simple. So I actually had to make up something even harder to that. So they've got some actual security going on there, which is a breath of fresh air. You can't just make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, once that's done, it's connecting to the cloud, and once it connects to the cloud, you are done setting up and you are ready to go. And we can double check this. It's added successfully. I can rename the device if I want to. I can check my time zone if I want to, and then click finish, and I'll be on the main page for the camera. Now, there is a 7-day cloud storage 1 month plan that you can get a free trial to, should you want to use that, or you can just save it to your device via microSD card slot. Up to 128 gigabytes is accepted in the back, and also on the phone itself that I'm using right now, I can also save stuff to that as well. So you've got a lot of different options here on the actual device. You see services here. If we want to, we can play over our cellular network. So if we're outside of our house and we want to check in on our camera, we can do that as well. Wi-Fi detection tools. There's other things, local files. You go to your device. You can actually click on the device itself, and you can see that we've got a couple different things here as far as cloud storage not activated. At this point, I have not set it up. Camera shielding, if you say, yes, I want to do that, this is that privacy shielding. It will point the camera straight down, so you don't have to worry about other people seeing you, or if you're worried about security that way, this is an excellent feature. Now, also within this setup, you can set up actual custom motion zones that you can set up as well. For if you just want part of what the camera to see is to look for motion, like say it's pointed at a window and you just want the window to have the motion around it and the rest of it not to have the motion detection around it, you can do that as well. So overall, there's a lot of different nice features that the Mars Pro has. Now, if we take a look at the actual video, and of course it's going to be on me showing you guys what's going on at the moment behind the camera, you can see that the video is very good, even in SD. I'm going to change that to HD here in just a second, but you've also got this nice jog wheel here, and this will allow you to pan and tilt if you want to get a better picture and get a spot in your house that you want to actually check out. So what we'll do is we'll just pan over here to Dr. Strange. He is someone that I like to use for camera targets or subjects, as you will. And you can see that we've got a bunch of different things, SD and HD video. HD video looks very good set up here, even over the 2.4 gigahertz network. Now you can do panorama shots if you want to click. You can create those, so that's built in as well. As two-way voice is also built in here, so you've got that. You can take snapshot photos of the video that you're looking at, and of course we can put this in a full screen view here so that you can see exactly what we're looking at. Now, I just moved in front of the camera and got video motion. Again, you can set up zones for that. So if I only wanted it on the right hand side of the screen, I can set up a zone saying if my hand runs over the Galaxy Watch box, then I want it to trigger motion. If anywhere else, it won't trigger motion. So that's kind of cool that the zones are built in as well. You can zoom in up to 16 times digital zoom. Loses a little bit of definition, but not too much. Overall, very nice video here. You can bring up your on-screen controls again and pan and tilt where you need to. should you need to do some adjustments to the angle of your camera. You can do that on the fly, even when you're at work, something like that. And it's pretty quick and simple. Overall, I'm very happy with the setup of the app, and the quality of the camera is very good too, especially at the price point of $59. So there you go, that's my review of the UcFer Mars Pro indoor security camera. Again, there's a lot of great features for the price point of $59. Great video quality, pan and tilt up to 355 degrees, Amazon integration, 1080p video, smart tracking, which I didn't also go over. The camera will actually find motion and it will actually follow that motion. And I didn't really have anything that I could have follow the motion to do a live demo of that. Sorry about that, but very cool feature as well. Again, a ton of features built in for the price point of $59. So I definitely am giving this 2 thumbs up. Sorry for the long-winded video, but I did want to show you some of the setup as well so that you guys can see the setup on this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. Remember to like, and if you guys have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.